Out here in the Southwest, the legend of La Llorona is well known. Have you heard of it? It's a staple in Hispanic and Latin communities. It usually gets pulled out around Halloween time, but I feel any time is a good time to listen to a fetching Latina sing about new love, love lost, and death. And I send Jorrun a YouTube video by Carmen Goet called La Llorona.
Good morning, number one sexy winky face. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I really, really enjoyed it. Yes, I loved that it sounded like she was saying Jorrun over and over again. Yeah!
I was wondering if you were going to pick up on that.
And for you, a little instrumental from my friend Basil. And I send this link to Basil Baez Zambra de Tharsis.
Your friend.
I am happy to say that I did. Lol.
Your friend.
We are not close, but yes, he's local and very talented. You should hear him sing Frank Sinatra songs.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Says it was removed?
What the fuck? I am listening to it just now. He removed it mid-listen. I'm sorry, Precious. I'll find you another song.
How bizarre.
I just got up a few minutes ago. He might have. I found it odd that the comments were turned off. So then I sent Kelpish an alternative video up on Blues We Texas channel called BB King 1968. I've got a mind to give up living.
Nice choice.
Thanks. I had the honor of seeing him play twice.
No way. That's pretty cool.
I've always felt a strong connection to him my whole life. Talk about a genius. Everything a musician should be as a person. Okay then, take 2 for When You Have a Break. And then I sent Kelpish another song by Basil Baez, and this one's called Zambra de Tharsis.
Hey, work got crazy. Almost done. I just left a comment on your latest upload, and it's a good one.
Ooh, thank you. Kissy face emoji. You know how much that pleases me.
It's just a little saucy. Not too saucy, just a little.
At the risk of you losing respect for me, I read your comment, and I have no fucking clue what you were talking about.
The white in the photo, it's so bright. Usually it's just black with color text. Like all the other Dan videos, there's no photos or anything, just black with darkly colored text.
Silly me. Once again, I missed the obvious. Lol.
It sets the tone and atmosphere. I listen with my eyes as much as my ears.
I suppose it does. I keep hearing about the importance of thumbnails, so I went with something appropriate and funny.
You found a great image. If I may offer a suggestion.
Thank you. I was excited when I found it. I have at least one more idea for this series. Of course, I value your opinion, always, especially when you are in a submissive pose at the time. Evil devil face emoji.
Keep the title card up for the beginning. Then transition to the photo you found. Keep it up for like 10 seconds and then go back to the title card. Then you are keeping the mood sultry and consistent with the previous episodes. And still incorporate that awesome pic.
That sounds very good, but I don't know if I can do that without taking the whole video down, though. I think I'd have to do that in an outside editor program.
Humans are creatures of habit. They are comforted when they see patterns they recognize. No, don't mess up your views next time.
So, would the thumbnail stay the same, or should there also be blackness?
If you could find a way to make the background transparent, that would be awesome. But that's too advanced for me.
I'm confused. The thumbnail should be the words "Sex Tips with Dan" on a white background?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were referring to the photo. The thumbnail should be all black, like previous ones.
See, I don't think those thumbnails entice people at all. I have so many black backgrounds, I don't want people to look quickly and think they are all the same.
Okay. Well, that's totally a different subject. Specifically for the Sex Tip series, I like the darker palette. But I see your point.
You have my attention.
I would either embolden the current font so there's more contrast with the background, or find a new font and then maybe add some imagery, like candelabra, a half-consumed bottle of Chambord, tiger skin rug, stuff Dan would have in his home.
Yeah.
A tossed denim bedazzled jacket and a bedazzled tool belt.
I have to learn how to do this, but I think I can.
The holy grail of Cult Day Dan.
I need to find out all I can about Dan. Oh, I just have one idea left for the series.
Oh, particularly for the Dan series. Less is more. Because it's all about his voice and how he's giving us his wisdom. That's why I personally like the black and the text.
I am imagining, as you give me this advice, you are levitating with legs crossed. LOL! As you'd expect from me.
My mind manifests everything it needs. I managed an OBE once. Never levitated, though. Oh, there is a lot out there in the calls. Little details here and there.
It's more fun imagining in the genie outfit with arms and legs crossed, floating, of course. Maybe I'll ask Klaba or Tiff for some knowledge.
He was engaged to a man, loves going to the clubs. He calls his back porch something like the club or the smoking lounge. That's where he smokes cigars. He is a boxer and a lawyer.
Okay, I am learning.
He kept his boyfriend whilst dating Emma.
I know that he is biracial and bisexual.
Yep.
I have to decide what direction I want to take him in.
He threatened to fuck Lauren's mom.
Yes! OMG! The things I could do with that!
I bet Dan has earned a lot of ladders.
I told you! I see him like the Fonz! Except, women flocked to the Fonz when he snapped his fingers. Dan would snap, and they dropped to their knees.
And their panties.
Such power!
What about a spoof? Everybody loves Dan.
I never watched that show very much.
Nor I. I don't think that's what matters.
When
you mentioned all the women, I pictured throngs of females just following him everywhere, becoming a nuisance. Such is the power of Dan. Ooh, or...
This is going back to a harem conversation of last night. Ha-ha!
Connection to the tribe of Dan. Because ancient Judean humor is always instantly understood and adored. Not.
LMAO! I can't wait to hear how turned on my next sketch gets you.
Well, you could riff on Hezekiah's tunnel all day long, and I would laugh. Stop.
I used to do some...
What is getting you about that sentence?
Bible. It's like an oxymoron.
It's like,
Let me tell you about Moses. I used to do some Bible humor when I was a stand-up. Or I meant to.
Aren't we saying Lauren quotes in a suggestive way?
No. I meant to sketch where Lauren is a scientist.
Oh. What about it do you think will turn me on?
There's some big words. And a surprise I think you will be excited by.
Intriguing.
Yes, smiley face. It gets recorded tomorrow night.
But is the Lauren character saying them? That will be a conflict of interest.
Lauren sounds smart, but the clincher is spoken by someone else.
I look forward to seeing it.
Thank you. I promise you that it will be funny, if not arousing. I am going to think more about a sketch centered around Dan.
You should. The community has not done much with that character. So much potential.
Maybe it's my love-a-man side, but I see so much potential. Same word. Lol. Nice.
He's like the Nick Offerman and the Billy D. Williams mashup.
Give me your opinion.
Of Teacup?
I think of Winnie as a force of nature, out of control and causing destruction in her wake.
Tasmanian devil?
Do you think Dan would tame her? Or has he already, even briefly?
I think he could get close. But then she would relapse into chaos.
I could do so much with that.
It's fertile ground, so to speak.
Waka waka. Everything will revolve around Lorne being jealous as hell, as he should be.
Yes.
Lorne being jealous of Dan, having so many women, he can't walk anywhere. And or Dan tames Winnie, and she becomes the perfect nympho dream girl.
And Lorne goes insane.
Exactly. Oh, Lorne, if only you were a man enough to handle a woman like Winnie, you'd be living the life now. But you were too much of a puss. Lol.
Puss is the perfect insult, too.
I will make Lorne as jealous and venal as I possibly can. I have a great subject to pull from.
So many examples.
Yes. And here's one of my examples. It's on Instagram. Season 1, Episode 13, aired December 11th, 1965.
They just don't make series like that anymore.
Unfortunately, they don't. The dangers of leaving your genie's bottles just lying around.
He doesn't deserve her. If he could lose her like that.
Hell yeah, I'd keep my genie bottles in a safe. Ha ha!
Of course you would, Jorrun. Keep all your women locked in a dark safe.
I keep them all locked up in the safe.
Is it airtight too?
So nobody can steal my woman.
Well, the bottles can be any size, right?
In the episode where Roger finds Jeannie's bottle and becomes her master, he does keep it in a safe.
That's right. I was going to say, I would ask to shrink the outside appearance and wear it on my person.
That's always the safest bet. If you were my genie, that's what I'd do.
That would be very sweet. But you don't know. I could be a very poor genie/sub.
Aw, thank you for saying so. Here's a rose. I find that very hard to believe, Kelpish.
I could be all talk, no restraints.
That is true. Nothing is definite until it's face to face.
Face to face. Always heard in Clobber's voice.
Exactly.
Or even worse, I could be subversive and disobedient. Or the absolute lowest of the low, a big effing poser.
Screamy face emoji. I'd be like, you are not as advertised. I am going kayaking.
Kayaking?
What's that damn line? I am going canoeing.
I'm not placing it.
I thought that one of the Predators said that.
Really? It's fishing, I think.
Canoeing!
It's fishing!
I'm going on my yacht! It has something to do with water. I know it.
I'm going parachuting.
I'm going rafting.
To another man.
I think he's trying to say, I just want to get to the beach. That's it. I'm going kayaking.
Yes, kayaking.
I have been pretty lucky with meeting subs, other than that one time. Nothing could be worse than thinking you were meeting a sexy sub who lives to serve, and you meet up and she's wishy-washy, or she's difficult, and not in a fun way.
I know exactly what you mean from the opposite perspective.
A guy who is all talk on the phone and can't even make eye contact in person? Ha ha!
Who can't take control, refuses to make decisions.
Oh God, you were there, so eager to serve, and motherfucker can't pull the trigger on anything. By far, the best compliment is when women meet me and say, I am just the same man in person, sunglassy face emoji.
That is a really great compliment.
It is. Means so much to me.
I can adapt to a lot, but there is a limit.
That limit is your new dom is a pussy and not a man at all. Ha ha!
Right? At first, I was like, whoa, hold the phone. I never suggested that.
Ha ha! Did you dress up? Looking nice for him?
I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Can I go back?
No.
No?
Go ahead.
I'm going back. At first, I was like, whoa, hold the phone. I never suggested that.
Ha ha! Did you dress up? Looking nice for him?
For my ex or now?
I mean, when you met this person in person and they weren't the dominant at all, if I understood what you said correctly.
That was my ex.
Oh, okay.
My current situation is beyond description.
Then I won't ask for you to describe it. Ha ha ha.
But when I met my ex, he initially presented well, but it was all smoke.
How long did it take you to figure it out?
And then everything plummeted after we were married. Too late.
Aw, now I feel sad.
After getting married. No, don't feel sad at all.
It's just such a fucking waste.
While I regret that it had to last so long, it was absolutely necessary for my personal development. Ponder this for a moment.
Oh, okay, that is a relief. If it brought you to where you are today.
After about, say, 11 to 12 years of nothing, I dare you to even attempt to fathom how much I want to please someone who deserves it.
I can't. I might need a cold shower now. Frosty emoji.
I think I melted his brain on that one.
What I'm trying to tell you is, you're saying that you really want to serve somebody, and that gave me a boner.
Yes, that is exactly right, single entendre.
I am single entendre.
That's your new Latino name.
Yes. And by saying I got a boner, it means my dick got a boner.
You got a really probably maybe passable erection, yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you, Jorrun.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully it all goes well and the Lonographer meetup can happen and I can meet you.
So, I never am quite sure if it's all a joke or not. I know if there is a hearing or something, people will gather. But literal cockstock or clobstock, I get mixed messages.
I will tell you what I know is a definite.
Okay.
Because it revolves around me.
Spill it. Okay.
Ask nicer than that, silly slave girl.
But I'm not your slave girl.
Once the plague is gone, I am going up north to Maine to meet Chef. That's thing one.
Awesome.
Correct. You are not, but I have proved myself worthy of deference. As you have said time and time again.
Yes, you have.
Thing two. Redacted is now for sure ready to hang out. Sin has expressed interest too. I really think we can meet Betty, and I know another person who said they would fly in.
If I can get a flight at a decent price, I would be up for travel. Or am I the person you're referring to?
Ha! Somebody else.
Okay.
It is a crying shame that there has never been a monography meetup before now. I intend to change that.
I know, even smaller regional ones. Nothing apparently.
That's insane to me. There's nothing
Totally.
Jorrun's ever heard of.
I know. I mean, but I think what we were getting at is like public, like meetups, like what you would see in other communities. And I at that time, I didn't see anything. There was no, remember, I was told not to go on the forum.
Okay, well, continue.
I know, even smaller regional ones. Nothing apparently.
That's insane to me.
Totally.
Chef is my best friend, and Betty is a legend. And I have to see the trailer of failure. Everything else is gravy.
I have every confidence you will see all of those and more.
Good. What sucks is Maine is at its best this month and next month.
Define best, please? For you, that is.
The prettiest. Spring in New England is not too hot.
Gotcha. I usually prefer October, November, the fall colors and all that.
I'll drive for 6 hours, even though...
Of course he said that. Of course.
Ah!
Oh my God, did you hurt yourself?
I'll drive 6 hours, even though no sex will be involved. Ha-ha!
I think I missed that the most from when I lived in Northern Virginia.
Fall is very pretty here, even though it doesn't last long.
It doesn't? Long winter?
Summer is like 3 or 4 months, and winter is 4 months. And spring is usually a rainy April and May. And fall is usually just like October and some of November. So that's like 7 months in the whole year up here.
Oh. Here in AZ, summer is like 8 months. Then we have monsoon season for a month.
Oh, Lord. Ha ha! I need more variety than that.
And then fall, winter, and spring are all each about a month.
I hate winter with a passion. But I could never live anywhere without a change of seasons. Oh, my headphones came today. Cool face emoji.
And?
I love them. They are so comfortable and sound great.
Excellent.
This is how my memory works in the conversation. Did I tell you about making playlists?
You have not.
Cool. I put on my pig boy pants and put everything into playlists now. My stuff is way more binge-watchable now and so much more convenient to the listeners. I thought he said cringe watch.
Well, I think that's how it was watched, if it was watched at all. Hooray! That is always appreciated.
It is. I feel like I have leveled up as a YouTuber. Ha ha! I am going to get something to eat. As always, chatting with you was so much fun. You have great ideas, and I like the variety of topics.
The feeling is mutual. Enjoy your dinner.
Thanks. I'm getting a steak sandwich at the gas station. I brought my own silverwares.
Ooh. Does it come with its own little wet wipe?
Yeah, and a ketchup packet.
Ooh, you're living the high life, aren't you?
Thank you. Hopefully, we can do a call again.
We will.
Okay, so on May 12th, 2020, I sent Kelpie a message, and I said, hey.
And then right after midnight on May 13th, 2020, Kelpie says, hey.
I hope you're doing well, smiley face emoji. And I sent her a link to another video. It's on the Lloyd Banks channel, and it's called Warrior Lloyd Banks.
He looks pretty tough.
Because he's a warrior.
Yeah, I can see that by the baseball hat. Oh, the camouflage. That's the camouflage is the symbolic, communicative element there that signifies warriorness, I think. Hey, just working. How are you? How did recording go?
Wonderful. Lots of fun. I had some technical issues, but that's to be expected. Afterward, I had an hour of losing my mind, thinking I lost the recording.
That must have been terrifying. I look forward to seeing the final edit.
I didn't handle it too well. I didn't lash out at anyone, but it makes me realize I still have some growing up to do.
Okay, you know he acted like a total brat bitch.
You'll love it. I can promise you that confidently. Heart emoji.
Oh, wow. Was everyone still on the call when you thought you had lost the data?
No, they were off. Klaba and Salmon got a mildly panicked message, and that's about it. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Editing today then?
Yes, in a little bit. I'm aiming to get it up by 7 for a 9 p.m. premiere.
Nice. How long will it be, do you think?
Ooh, I haven't figured that yet. 10 max. It's longer than the Dini one, though. I better get my day started. I wish you and your striped stockings a great day. And here's a rose.
You too.
Done. 9 p.m. Eastern premiere.
Excellent.
Hopefully you can make it. I'd just hate if you missed it and then felt compelled to pacify me by sharing more private information with me.
Excellent.
Evil devil face emoji.
I should be able to make it. The real question is, will I make myself known?
I guess sometimes Kelp appears and sometimes she needs to be summoned.
I can't argue with either part of that. Are you satisfied with the end result?
Good. Extremely satisfied. All three did some good acting. Took me 3 hours to edit, but it's worth it. I was sitting in a darkened room, headphones on, like I was Mutt Lang or something.
I had to look that person up. I wonder if he's worked with De Antwoord.
No, he worked with like AC/DC and Shania Twain, and I think Def Leppard. Oh, look.
I thought you were reading that.
Oh, he's worked with so many, an out-of-control perfectionist producer. The Cars, Def Leppard, and he married Shania Twain. Are you busy, precious?
Because 4 hours went by? Yes and no, trying to clean.
In capital letters? Good luck.
I think the chaos is winning.
Lol.
So part of the problem is there are books everywhere. So when I start straightening up, inevitably I have to pick up a book here and there to shelve them appropriately. However, once I pick up a book, I end up looking through it, and then an hour has gone by. Example number 1.
LMAO.
Just picked up Speaking of Shiva, which is a collection of poems written by 4 saints from South India. This passage was particularly salient.
Typical sub. She needs someone to make all the decisions for her.
I am easily distracted. I'm not usually indecisive.
I need to learn more about chaos theory.
What do you want to know?
Yes, I distracted you from the passage. I was expecting to hear from you, an opinion on my latest radio play.
And then Kelpie puts up a little screenshot of the poem that she was looking at in the book, Speaking of Shiva. 9 hounds unleashed on a hare. The body's lusts cry out. Let go, let go, let go, let go, cry the lusts of the mind. Will my heart reach you, O Lord of the meeting rivers, before the sensual bitches touch and overtake? That was the passage that caught my attention.
Sensual bitches? Ha ha! That really is a great passage, though. Seriously.
I don't believe you intended this, but I was a bit saddened by your response to my last comment, the sex tips with Dan one. So I wasn't really inspired to leave more. That was written around 1100 AD.
Aw, I'm sorry. Here's a rose. I tried to leave clever responses, and I was coming up with nothing on that one.
Yeah, thank you would have worked just fine.
Noted. I apologize.
Forgiven.
Thank you. Did you enjoy my Professor Armstrong sketch?
Your best written thus far. Can you write out the Latin? Danny says it just a wee bit too fast for me to catch all the words.
Aw, you were the best. Here's a rose. Did hearing Latin make you smile?
And your callbacks to the Lorne material were masterfully mixed with the rest of the script. It did. Just wish she enjoyed speaking it a little more. Dig into those syllables. Take your time. Feel around.
That means so much to me, Kelpish. I have already started working on our script.
I am curious to see what you will have me saying. Should I be practicing breathy moans and sighs?
75% long quotes from the chatlog, crucifixion, and calls. Yes, we need lots of kissing sounds. It has to be semi-hot.
I'm sure it will be inspired. Kissing sounds. We might have to try a few different approaches to hear what translates best on mic.
I am extremely proud of my series and my writing. I hope people will accept the one we are doing. It's a left turn.
We are noble in spirit, but let's face it, we are all a bunch of filthy pervs at heart. Every last one of us.
Especially kinky fucks like ourselves.
Yep.
I think people were thrown off by Jorrun After Dark at first, but now they like it.
Thrown off? What made you think that?
From some comments. I think they thought I was trying to give Lorne advice or something.
Oh, no way.
So, for the next one, I made it clear that the series is just about making fun of Lorne.
We should revoke their membership.
Lol!
If I was thrown off at all, it was because of my perspective. You were hitting your stride with the quips and such, and then it just ended. I was like, you must have another 10 to 15 minutes still to go.
Fear not, my dear submissive friend. The next installment is coming sooner rather than later.
Fabulous. I look forward to it.
Oh, well, Dad ended halfway because of inadequate equipment, lol. That's no longer a problem. I bet he hears inadequate equipment quite often.
Get out of my head.
It always ends halfway because of inadequate equipment.
Oh, hey. You still haven't said the Latin.
The next one will be my most educational, but still with jokes.
Did you think I was going to forget?
Yeah, keep in mind, this Latin was a Google translation.
Yeah, I figured.
So, if this doesn't actually make your panties wet, my apologies.
You should have come to me. I know people who actually read and speak classical and/or medieval Latin.
So here's the Latin. Scalus ascendere non meralt me.
That's what he thinks. That's what he thinks that's going to produce that in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do that. I wanted to surprise you and possibly arouse you intellectually.
By doing it incorrectly. Are you asking if I want to scala ascendere anything? LOL.
As long as you earn it first.
Wordplay with Latin is the cleanest, best pleasure.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Maybe I misheard you, but I thought you said there would be another word that would catch my attention at the end.
As for recording kissing sounds, I was gonna do the old kissing the back of your own hand trick.
Gotcha. Does that sound okay when recorded?
I think you misheard. No specific word, just a slightly larger vocabulary that the cast did well with.
Sometimes it can sound exaggerated, and I am not a sloppy kisser. I'm more of a I'm stealing your soul kind of kisser.
I am not sure if it does. I'll need sexy music to set the mood. As silly as the quotes are, we're going to make the mood sexy. The comedy will fall flat. And I gotcha. I'm not going to be able to read this.
You have to read it.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get this out. I got to prepare. I got to get in my special place.
Do you want to take like a 2-minute break?
Oh.
Have a cigarette? Go for it.
My first few girlfriends had to teach me how to kiss less aggressively. Ha ha!
Really? Were you cutting off breathing passages with your tongue or something?
I think they felt like I was eating them, like a cannibal.
Oh my god.
My tongue was doing what my dick wanted to do.
It's definitely an art form, and it really stands out when someone has no panache.
It is. I always say I enjoy kissing at least as much as sex itself. I learned to slow down and let some sweetness in and teasing.
Yep. It's
like
all
I stick
about
my own thumb on my butt when I'm sucking a face.
That would be something to do. That would be slowing things down.
Yeah.
What happens when? No, I'm not.
Then I stick my thumb in her butt. Then I stick it in her mouth. And then they usually say, date's over. The money's on the dresser. Please don't cash it until Friday.
Oh my god, you can't write it down.
Well, now you tell me. I'll have money in the account soon, I swear.
It's all about the variety, right? Some days I'm off. Oh fuck, I don't want to say this.
Say it, silly sub girl.
Oh, I guess the universe is getting me back. It's all about the variety, right? Some days I'm all about making out. The intercourse is practically optional. Other days, quit with the kissing and just bend me over the sofa.
LMAO, yes! I'm sure your master is a lucky man.
Why did I say any of this? You don't know the half of it. Devil smiley face.
And I never will, LMAO. Me and my overactive imagination.
This seems random, but if you ever need someone who will do graphic and or obscene engraving work, I just found someone on Etsy.
Thanks.
Hey, you never know.
I'm half a monk at this point.
You might need to make a dog tag that reads Slutzilla or something and have no idea where to get that. Now you know.
Thanks, loads.
Don't get pointy with me, sir. Poke, poke, poke. And I am sure quarantine has been crappy for meeting people.
I'd poke back, but that would break the rules. Oh!
Thank you for being a gentleman.
Although I certainly miss sex and would love companionship, my life is way too cool and exciting to complain about it very much.
I can totally see that.
In addition, I'm really excited about what I am turning into and have a gut feeling the side effect will be very attractive to women.
It will happen when it's supposed to happen. Omnia causa fiunt. That is a true ancient Latin proverb. Everything happens for a reason.
You are welcome, my friend. To be honest, to the point of bluntness, if I made any real attempt to steal you, I'd lose all respect for myself. All. As a good person, never mind as a man or as a dom. That's way too high a price to pay. Even if you or anyone else was secretly the perfect sub for me, I'd hate myself. And eventually, you.
First of all, he assumes he would be successful when he has never been successful. And second, fuck you, Jorrun. Always take the high road. I find our friendship fun and exciting and a little dirty. And I think we will begin to collaborate more. But I possess a deep and unwavering devotion to him. He slakes my every thirst and inspires me to be a better me.
High praise indeed. Also, if it is baked salmon, I would feel like a total creep. Ha 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 ha!
Lol. He isn't in the community. That would be odd, considering the subject matter.
Trying to imagine salmon giving orders in that relaxed voice of his.
I think everyone can develop that facet of themselves to where it's natural and effective.
Could be.
And honestly, would you want to have a relationship with someone in the community? You're a big ol' flirty flirt.
Yes, I would.
Really? Explain.
I have been in a serious relationships in the past. It was a struggle to behave, but I did it.
So, if I am understanding, say you and some other community member hit it off and began the boom shika boom boom.
Ha ha!
All your flirt mojo would just evaporate?
Are you asking if I would behave myself if I was in a committed relationship?
Basically, yeah. Would you cease the flirtatiousness if you were in a relationship with someone in the community? If you were with someone outside the community, they would likely never see it or notice it. Like flirting at work, as long as your partner doesn't work at the same place.
Yes, I would.
That, sir, is the power of the vagina. Oh my God. No. It's female powers. I jest.
Damn it. I thought you were going to teach me a foreign language word.
Schlampa. That's horrid German.
Oh no, I would not flirt, secret or otherwise. In Portuguese, it's puta.
But do you feel that there's an advantage to being in a relationship with someone in the community versus someone who is outside the realm?
Oh, yeah, with someone in the community, I don't have to worry about them finding out about my channel. LMAO.
You got a point there, actually.
I sure as shit do. I told you, the sub I had been playing with asked me what I was so busy working on, and I panicked.
Really? Why?
I have to do a video about female powers. I am embellishing. Not really panic, but yeah, I wasn't ready to tell her about my channel or anything else.
What is your concern?
Instead of answering that question, I sent Kelpish a link to a video by Redacted. And it's redacted because this is somebody that I did a song with on YouTube one time. And it's called Why Don't You Do Right? A cover by Redacted. Thank you for 100 subs.
Is that her?
No! Ha 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 ha! But she subscribed to my singing channel.
She's kind of hot.
I'm like, I am watching a beautiful German woman dressed like Jessica Rabbit who subscribed to hear me sing. It was so odd. I decided to share it with you. She sounds so sweet.
I wouldn't mind messing up that expertly applied lipstick.
Are you bi?
Yes and no. So, I know you asked a simple question, and I'm going to give you a complicated answer. So I apologize in advance.
Part of the odd but extremely cool part of my life is it now features beautiful and talented women telling me what a great musician I am.
That is a cool thing indeed. And they can do it in several languages too.
Which is a nice fringe benefit.
Definitely.
From all around the world.
I'm sure you'll start to receive, if you're ever in Hanover, you have a place to stay.
Receive what? Oh, apology accepted.
You know, invites. Like if you ever travel to a particular city where a said fan lives, they will offer you a place to stay or meet for a meal or a drink or whatever. I'm sure you already get those.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it totally is, especially when you can actually take them up on it.
We'll see. Maybe the biggest regret of my life is that I've done so little traveling.
That surprises me. I would have thought you were well-traveled.
I take that as a high compliment. My mother is a true world traveler.
You should. Nice. Does she have a favorite place to visit?
But I was raised pretty poor. In fact, most of my adult life was one financial crisis or another.
Did she do her traveling before starting a family?
Yes. When she was single, she hit at least a dozen European countries.
Did she have a favorite?
And she's from Portugal.
Oh, Lisbon?
I don't think she did. Not that I recall. No, from Azores. We are all islanders. Both sides.
Fucking A, that's cool. You know what that means, right?
It means that I really like the ocean.
Yes, and the Azores mark one of the likely locations for Atlantis. Your ancestors could be Atlantean.
I think I want to be so good of a singer, I make people cry. Then I make them laugh. Yes.
What? What's got you this time?
This is fucking thing.
It's crazy to think that this is a real conversation that actually happened. It almost seems like it's made up.
Yes, that's a good idea. I've always tried to be a Renaissance man.
That is a noble path.
Hey, you know your mythological geography. You get a forehead kiss.
You have no idea how deep that well goes.
Which well is that, precious?
I had read every book on mythology in both my school library and public library by the 4th grade. My first attempt at reading the Iliad and the Odyssey was age 11.
Oh.
Mythology runs deep in my blood.
I was hooked on Greek myths, also in the 4th grade. I read fairy tales from all over the world.
Yep, it's all related.
Maybe that's why you were impressed when I hit you with that jokes about the sirens.
Yeah, people don't make references like that anymore.
I suppose not.
60, 70 years ago, it was common to make allusions to classical mythology.
Yes, transatlantic talk. Lol.
Now you mention Ares and they think you're referring to a video game.
Lol, the sword of Damocles hangs over their heads.
Oh, baby. That is verbal foreplay. You've been warned.
Are you threatening me?
I feel like I'm between Scylla and Charybdis.
So I said...
Right? Like, this is like the first time in the chat that I am like legit being a little flirty. And...
So now that Kelpie is getting flirty, I said, guess of Beavis from Beavis and Butthead pulling his shirt over the head and doing cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Yes, you are, Sting.
And that is why Jorrun is most likely a virgin.
When women get horny, I sent him pictures of Beavis talking like cornholio.
I literally said, this is verbal foreplay. And he
I need
sent me
TP from the bunghole. It was a gift, though. Yes, you are, Sting.
No, just merely a friendly warning.
Good girl. Well, at least for now, I know how to turn you on. If that ever comes in handy. Actually, it might. For the radio play, give it a little more realism. Chemistry is important.
Only if it fits. I know you already know this.
Waka waka. I'll hit you with one more Greek reference to establish my dominance. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Better make it a good one, else I'll snub you.
It's not even slightly obscure, but it's appropriate. If you snub me, I will pull you by your ponytail till you apologize. Eyes downcast. Oh, typing is getting worse, Jorrun. He made lots of spelling errors in that last sentence.
That is escalation.
I just don't like being disrespected is all. Back to the subject. The Greek you remind me of is Pandora.
You made the stakes that high. You can't wager dominance over me and have nothing to lose if you fail. All gifts, or many gifts. Too curious, impulsive.
Oh great, it's late and I am getting too sleepy to understand your point. Ha ha! Curious, a bit impulsive.
Her name means all gifts. Each of the gods and goddesses gave her attributes.
Oh, that's cool.
She opened the box and let out all the evils of the world. But
no, that's my mom. She opened her box and let out my evils.
Oh, she really did.
I'm kidding, that's bad.
But closed it before hope could escape. Basically, the Greeks blame a woman for all of the evil. That probably was not your original objective in comparing me to her.
No, honestly, it was not.
Or am I the reason there is evil in the world?
If you are, you have hid it from me thus far.
Nope, I'm just little innocent me.
Yes, Pandora.
So why did you associate me with her?
I think my new pre-workout is wearing off. I'm getting sleepy. The curiosity?
That's fair.
Yes.
I think we gotta call this one a draw or a tie.
Well, I can live with that.
We can try for round 2 tomorrow.
Ha! My new video has received a bunch of comments, all spam. What the fuck, YouTube?
What? Seriously? Like actual spam?
This rarely happens. Bots and even sex site ads.
Stupid. Do you just delete them?
Yes, but they shouldn't even be getting through.
Oh, right.
It's discouraging when you are waiting for comments and the comments are fake.
Gross.
Yes, I sit there refreshing nonstop for hours and then I see a comment and it's spam.
Sad Jorrun is sad.
Yes. Okay, well, I am off to bed. If you comment on any of my videos, I'll be polite. If not actually clever.
Thank you. You'll just have to wait and see, Kelpie emoji.
As in life itself, drink sit down.
Yeah.
Sleep well, my friend. Good luck with the cleaning project.
Bis morgen. Thanks. LOL.
And scene. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for enjoying my theater of the mind. I hope I made you all laugh and cry and get super horny for me.
How'd I do this time, Jorrun?
Nah, it was passable, and you did take some of my really good tips that I gave you. But you need to maybe, talk sexier a little bit, make it feel more real. Maybe, you should probably, really do stuff to yourself. So, your sexy talk sounds extra sexy for the realism.
Did you just say you wanted me to, finger myself while I'm talking to you?
I gotta go change my pants.